I got asked to make a 3-minute video about why Jesus is the reason for my hope, and preferably submit it on Wednesday. It's about 11 p.m. on Wednesday right now, so if you want to know a little bit about my personality, that little tidbit's probably going to give you a better explanation than I could hope to fit in the rest of this snippet. Anyway, my name is Patrick Eckstein, and I'm going to start with a quick and mostly meaningless story, then hopefully make some haphazard connection to the image of Jesus as a beacon of hope. So when I was a very young child, about 5 or 6, I went to a school fair and saw a pink and purple scooter on display as a Chinese auction raffle prize. Up to this point in my life, I'd never seen a scooter before, and I quickly announced to my family that I was going to win this scooter, and I put all my tickets into the scooter's basket. My mother, of course, tries to dispel this notion, say, oh, there's lots of kids that want to win that scooter, and it's not that likely you're going to win, and you don't win everything. Trying to be a very good parent. It even managed to get through to me a little bit. I understood that this was a very high-risk desire, and upon returning home for the night, I immediately decided to spend a whole bunch of time praying to win that scooter. I told God that he needed to let me win it. I don't know what the deal was, but I'm sure I made offers. But you know what? I did win the scooter. And my mom, of course, was probably trying to instill this life lesson into me, thinking you're not going to win it and you're going to get upset and I need to teach you how to lose. But I won, so much for good parenting lessons. They took a back seat because I got the angels and saints on my side, maybe. Yeah, so like I said earlier, it's mostly a meaningless story. I have no clue and doubt that God had a whole bunch of play in me winning the scooter. Furthermore, I really have no idea how many other kids wanted that scooter and didn't happen to experience this particular blessing. I was simply fortunate in that instance. And I'd say simply fortunate plays a lot of a role in my life. I grew up in a great family. I have a good job, awesome friends, I'm in good health, good number of natural talents. I mean, I'm not Mark Zuckerberg, but I'm doing okay in life. So I guess it's kind of weird to say, or more simply to say, I know that, well, I got a good sense of blessing in life. There are a lot of people who don't have the pink and purple scooter life package out there. Nonetheless, I have a sort of innate belief, something that I feel in my very core, that every human life, even those people who aren't living such great lives right now, has a very real and substantial value. From hard objective data standpoint, someone who works with data all the time as an engineer, I guess you could quantify people with all sorts of metrics, saying who produces the most widgets. If this guy produces 100 and uses 10 a day, then oh yeah, he's really valuable. But if this guy uses 10 a day and he only makes 5, then he's not so great for our society. The Christ-driven standpoint, it comes across quite a bit different. And I think that's really where I find a reason for some hope in Jesus. Because in direct comparison to God, we really don't have any value. Olympic superstar, paraplegic, when you compare it to infinity, it doesn't really matter who it is. They're essentially both not moving, either one of them. But in the eyes of Christ, we would all have infinite value. That's the thing. Simply because he chose to love us and welcome us into the divine family, we are, no matter who we are, no matter what person in society we are, have an infinite value to Christ. And it's comforting. It's something I feel very much inside my soul, that every person, every being, every soul that I've interacted with has value far beyond their particular blessings. And I think that would be the key thing. The reason that Jesus is my reason for hope is that he's the key that provides that value, and the key that provides that a little bit of stability, that reassurance that there is something more out there, and that the connections we have with one another are a bit more meaningful than what somebody can provide to us or what we can provide to another person. All right. Thanks for listening. I hope everyone has a great day whenever they're listening to this, and I am glad to be done now. Thanks.